Alright. So this is Roboprinny. We are back. We are going to continue on our journey at the club. Let's like, do I talk to this guy? Patty's in there, bud. There's Did I give you get back in line? No, I don't want to talk to him. Let's talk to this guy. Or person, I should say. The back of the club smelled of sour beer, cigarette butts, and button some way. Whoa, it auto skipped. What if I don't want it to okay. Well, let me go back. I don't want it to auto skip anymore. Wasn't able to read all of that. The back of the club smelled of sour beer, cigarette butts, but in some way that beat the suffocating smell of dancing bodies and 100. Oh, I have no idea what that meant. The parking lot out back had a handful of others catching the breeze off the waterfront. Some were hanging out at their cars, taking a smoke, tailgating. Others exchanged flirty goodbyes, trying to catch a few more minutes with each other in their private cars. I couldn't help but feel that some of the Patreons littering out here were a little rougher than the glitter and short shorts of the club goers inside. On the edge of the lively conversation, a candid with a rose ring was leaning on the wall to the next building over. His or maybe her jeans were fashionably torn, but fit well, showing off a somewhat affirmative curve of the thigh. Top side brown fur husky t-shirt. Racer jacket didn't really give away much. Known girls with just a little upstairs. All in all, they looked relatively genres. In general impression I got was that whoever they were, they seemed frustrated as they checked their phone repeatedly. I'm back. Anyways, all in all, they all looked oh, okay. So they were getting annoyed checking their phone. Gender aside, the huskies certainly seemed in a sour mood. Go say hi and keep them company. Standing out in a lot, there wasn't really any way to safely slip inside besides the husky casually over towards where they were standing. They looked me up and down in an almost dismissive way, putting the phone back in their pockets with an eye roll. Hey, I hope you don't mind me saying, but you kind of seem like you were waiting out here by yourself. Mind if I hang out with you? Pfft, why would you want to do that? Honestly, you seem a lot more interesting than those people in there. I might have looked your way once or twice, but you looked kind of busy. I was hoping to catch you inside, but I figured I'd ask. The husky laughed and crossed their arms. They had somewhat of an accent, not too thick, but with a tint of something old country, New England maybe. Yeah, no, you wouldn't catch me dead in there. You seem to have some sort of problem with the club? That's rich coming from the person lurking inside. Fair enough. Well, I guess it's nice to meet you. It takes all sorts of, I guess. If your friends aren't into the club scene, I guess no one is blaming them. Though, I had to ask, if you hate the club, what are you doing in the parking lot? Safest place downtown, dude. Club bouncers are always prowling around, and even if they're in their back of their cars, they're at least someone around. I got my car jacked last year. Safer park it here, and the parking free too. I was waiting on a friend. We were gonna go for a night ride. Guess that plan went to shit because he hasn't replied in ages. That sucks. Smart idea though. Parking somewhere with visibility, I mean. Thanks, dude. Saw it on a crime show once. Do you always call everyone dude? A dude is just a dude. Big dudes, little dudes, good dudes. It's not a gender thing. I call everyone dude, especially when I don't know their name. Fair enough. Well, I'm Robo, if that helps. Lusky didn't really seem the type to shake hands or anything, but they nodded and smiled all the same. You're a bit of a stick in the mud, ain't ya? Huh. No more duding. I'm Lex, by the way. Do you mind? Well, nice to meet you, Lex. Same. Lex actually did offer their hand. Shake. The Husky seemed less frustrated now. They leant back on the wall, pulling out a pack, offering it my way with a fresh one between their lips. You smoked? All the time. No. No. Sure, can I let you up? Yeah, thanks. Look at that. No, it's bad for you. So those two guys running their car put on the top 40s over there, but fair enough. We enjoyed the smoke and friendly silence. The night air was cooler than the busy club as the muted music played around us. After Lex had finished the last drag of their cigarette, they slipped their phone out again and checked. So you go in for all that shit? What do you mean? I mean, fancy outfit, all dolled up. You said you're new around here, but it seems like you're dressing to impress someone. Just seems like kind of dumb to me. Running down people, dazzling them with some flashy outfit and cheap tricks to get in their number of I've seen tonight is just gross. Well, what do well, how do you meet people and you're interested? Well, how I'm just really bother you? I'm here because I want to. I'm just trying to be proactive. I'm not looking for it. I just want to meet new people. You're commenting on it, so I guess it worked. I spent enough time sitting on my butt home alone feeling sorry for myself, so yeah, I'm a little jealous of my little brother who has a bunch of friends, a lot of attention. I'm not trying to score, but it doesn't mean I just sit around happy with what friends I've gotten from college or work either. I guess I'm here because it's just the best chance to getting out of the slump I'm in. I guess so. Guess I have a pretty idea of what goes on in there. And then trying to call you an asshole or a pervert or whatever. The whole concept of trying to find a new person today is just kind of weird to me. I just don't work like that. I guess gotta know someone well before I even think about doing something with them. Picking someone out of the crowd really doesn't work for me. So Lex, you said this isn't really your scene. What kind of stuff do you usually do? Lex sighed and chuckled. Even their voice was somewhere in the spectrum between tomboyish or rather high-pitched guy's voice. That might have been more to do with Lex's rough accent. I couldn't quite particularly place it. Well, let's see. Usually I go one of the bars off the strip a bit. You know what it is? I shook my head. It's this retro place in Chinook. All of the alternative kids go there during the weekend. But during the week, they play a lot of classic rock and stuff. It's pretty cool. More my taste than the house and dance stuff they play there here. Okay. So I saw you check in your phone before we started talking. Are you much for phone games? Yes and no. It's fine for being bored and stuff, but I don't really stick with anything for long. Like those Ego pets and stuff. I kinda get bored of that stuff pretty quickly. Tamagotchis. I used to when I was younger on the high school bus and stuff, but I can pretty much drive anywhere I want to go now. I don't have time. Not one of those people who sneaks in the slow game on Facebook or something when they're working then. Nope. I guess I'm kind of shit at multitasking. I'd never get anything done if I was trying to concentrate on those time management games. What about you? Anyways, following those new ARG games, things you can play with on your phone. I'm not really into phone games either. I mostly play those. You got me though. Those are pretty like Pocket Farm. I'm not really sure if it counts, but I'm more in the cache catch. I'm not really into phone games either. I always hate it when you're trying to talk to someone, they pull out a game. I'm always like, okay, guess we're done talking. Don't worry, I only phone responsibly. You better. Anyways, what were you saying, dude? Sorry, tangent. Oh, so you're driving around. You must have plenty of time to hook up in some awesome driving mixes, right? Oh, totally. There's this really cool group, No Diva. I have all their mixes on repeat. No Diva? Are they a pop group? If I remember rightly. Lex didn't really strike me as the type to be into their music. I have called that choice. What a coincidence, they're one of my favorites. On the radio all the time, they're pretty good. Okay, maybe that's a huge maybe. One of their songs that is a little catchy. You're pretty much a dork, huh? Yeah, dork and proud. What kind of stuff do you listen to? Nah, come on, you must have some idea. Give me at least one. I knew you have a good taste. Dude, we'd have to compare libraries at some time. I'm totally stealing some of yours. Well, I guess you guys are learning a little bit more about me. Because I am answering these, like I said before. I'm gonna just play this how I would play this, but also, you know, how I would interact. Ask more about in general. So Lex, you seem like a pretty cool person. Mind me asking about you? Seems like you're not local to here, I guess. It's not very interesting. They shrugged and continued regardless when I didn't get back down. I grew up in the Northeast, little town, more logging companies than clubs. My dad moved down here a few years ago, stayed with them a bit, then got an apartment. You don't miss it up there? No friends back door or anything? I didn't have any problem making friends when I got here, so no, wasn't that close to many people back then anyways. I just finished high school when we moved. Couldn't stand most of them, you know? Guess everyone is the same when they're in alternative music and though. Hey, what about you? You sound more like a local. Yeah, I moved a little for college, but my family has lived here for ages since my mom remarried. It's not so bad. I live with them and my stepbrother while I'm looking for more work. Cool. Well, it's a pretty neat place to grow up. back home, they were pretty freaked out when I got my nose done. Here's one of my friends was like, "Aren't you gonna gauge that?" You think I was pinhead back home. Well, like, I've already asked her, like, I mean, they don't seem to be, like, interested, so, like, what else do you do for fun? Well, we cover bars. Is there anything else you recommend locally? I always have to try new things, you know? Well, let's see. There's the arcade down near the aquarium. That's pretty cool if you're into that kind of stuff. Yeah, the light games are cool, but it's hard to replicate at home. Racing games are fun, more realistic behind the roll. The dancing games can be fun, more active and challenging. Figures. Not much for old school fighting games. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. I played them all the time. Knew it. My favorite is Blitz Blue. Have you heard the music from it? The composer was a huge metalhead. It's all guitars, really. So, I think this is BlazBlue. And BlazBlue and Guilty Gear, they're very heavy guitar. If you're into like fighting game stuff, definitely recommend it. But like they have some pretty good music. If you don't like the game, fighting game music, if fighting games aren't your thing, I recommend at least looking at their OST, their like little music collection. See if there's like a song or two that you like. Like honestly, some top notch just music. If you like music without like lyrics, some of them have lyrics, but I'm just saying in general, you check it out if you're into that stuff. Yeah, I have to look into it. Sure, I'll ask about Alexis. Listen, I'm not trying to be pushy, but like, you mind me asking more? People are always asking, are you a boy or girl? Got to the point I stopped correcting people. It's 20%. It shouldn't really matter, should it? It's not like I'm gonna be offended if you think of me one way or another. Got plenty of awesome friends who are girls and plenty of awesome friends who are guys. Just don't really think what they have between makes them less or more awesome. But as I know people somewhere on the spectrum for gender stuff, just wanted to know your boundaries in case calling upsets you. Nodded for a moment before shrugging and laughing off my attempt to be. I don't like want specifically to be called or use special pronouns. I just don't dress like my gender matters. I couldn't care less what you call me, as long as it wasn't offensive. It's not an identity issue, I just don't think it's relevant, especially meeting new people. Equal rights and all that. Equality. People are human, or I guess, you know, huskies. But people are people, you know? Treat everyone with love and care. That's how I see it. Treat people like you want to be treated. Unless you want to be treated badly, then don't treat those people badly. But yes, you know, do your best to be the best person you can be, even if it's not the best person. I think you're a cool person regardless of how you pee or baby make. Fair enough. I guess that clears up things. Good to know. It's more indifference to the label than like a. Yeah. Well, we're all good. Hey, I don't want to be an a-hole, but I don't really want to talk about that anymore. Yeah, I don't care. So like, we covered music a little and games. Is there anything else you can think of? We don't have to take things off a list. How about movies? Got a genre you like? Horror. Not really my thing, I guess, but who has the money to go to the movies these days anyways? It's $20 easy for something the trailers have ruined. That might be crap. Kind of run this well dry, don't you think? I have a whole huge, if I wanted people to know every band, okay, well, cool. Well, Hey, Lex. Not that I'm not enjoying being here and chill, but do you want to go somewhere? You know, sure. What do you have in mind? Did you have anywhere fun in mind? I got an idea actually. If you're bored of the club, do you want to hit up Whiter's? It's a bar nearby, a little more chill than this and way better music. Oh, let's do it. You can always get a cab home. I should tell my brother. You mind if I take a rain check, Lex? I should keep an eye on my brother so he doesn't get in too much trouble. I love to hit up a bar sometime though. You're pretty cool, Robo. Thanks for keeping me company. Why don't you give me a call sometime? Here, let me text my number over. I'm glad we got the chat, Lex. Thanks for that. I'll give you a call later. Maybe we can hang out. That's corny, dude. No need to make it a big deal. Oh, but one thing, that next time we hang out, / pick the hangout spot, deal. Or I get to pick up. See ya, Lex. Okay, well, oh, I guess I'm in the club, right? Yo, where's my brother? Like, is he fine? This person's all by themselves. Like, what's going on? There's a brightly colored fox sitting by herself here. She seemed bored. Her head's resting on her palm. I don't see anyone with her. I guess there's no harm in seeing if she wants company. As I took a perch on the edge of the booth, I made a fake cough, followed by an extra. The jolted in her seat. She was so deep in thinking, I don't think she even noticed me sit down. She quickly corrected her posture to something more ladylike. Oh, sorry. I didn't know I had a guess. I didn't mean to ignore you. I just have been I've just been having a quiet night. It's kind of turned out. What's your name? Robo? I've been having a bit of a quiet night too, so I know the feeling. Let me guess. Did you get dragged here by a friend or something? That's obvious, huh? Yeah, it got swept along by people's plans, and it was supposed to be my party too. Guess you're used to the classier joints with their fan outfit like that. You kinda stand out. I mean, not that's a bad thing or anything. Sorry, I mean, you look cool. Huh. Really don't worry about it. I'm just dressing to impress, you know, when in Rome. It's just how I dress. I hadn't really thought about it. I kinda know the feeling. I kinda changed my style a lot, but I'm never, like, doing it to fit in or anything. Exactly, better to be yourself, even if you get weird looks from the guys in the tux at the bar. Right? Definitely. So this was your party? At a place you don't even like? Yeah, my school friends insisted they treated me and get me out by taking me to a club. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm finished with high school and all. Just like to keep in contact every now and then. Funny ideas? She's the one about to give me a heart attack. I don't see an X on her hand though. Are they bad friends or something? Or... No, it's not that. They mean well and all. I just don't really have anything in common with them anymore, I guess. It's not really my thing to go clubbing or get drunk or go hunting for guys and stuff. I was only really friends with them because they were in my class. You couldn't get out of it? You must have close friends, right? I have close friends. They just live far away. I talk to them nearly every day on the internet. One of them did want to come see me for my birthday, but she was busy. Oh, my close friends. In fact, most of my close friends are online now, actually. But, you know, if you're watching this, I love you guys, girls, dudes, whatever. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everyone watching this. Thanks for watching. But to get back to the story. We meet up every few months at these conventions I go to. I'm sorry, I'm probably creeping you out with my dorky stuff, aren't I? No. You're not a dork. There's nothing wrong in a long distance friendship. It's better than hanging out with people who don't share anything in common with, right? What do you want to do? Thanks for being understanding. Most people here think I'm weird for all the dorky talk and make an excuse to bail on me. I guess it's just because I'm not really looking to jump on if someone's as much flirts with me. Like, I kind of sort of not really my crowd. God, I'm sorry. I'm pretty bad at these first impression things, aren't I? Kind of more thinking what being here says about me. Like, what should I say to people? Sky. Nice to meet you, Sky. Don't worry, I'm not really looking for a fling or anything. My junk is... You're funny. Thanks again for saving me. Who knows how long I've been sitting here waiting for my friends to finish celebrating on my behalf. I sure can pick them, can't I? Isn't that something I should be asking you? I came here over. Oh no, I appreciate it with everything. I'm just not much of a drinker, plus my friend needs someone to drive us home. If they aren't going home with someone else, of course, which they probably will be. Well, okay, let's both stay sober then. Only seems fair if your friend's Belle can always grab a drink after to celebrate a little freedom. I guess that's true. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of go off on a tangent a lot. You asked about the cons I go to, right? First, I guess I want to ask a test question. You know why I'm dressed the way I am at the moment? I mean, you look very much like a Renamon, so, well, I assume that's right, I'm actually a cosplayer. This is one of my outfits from one of my favorite characters, you know. Not Renamon, but you know, kind of Renamon, you know, like Digimon. Anyways, I've been a big fan of cartoons and comics, video games, and all that sorts of stuff. Dressing up helps me express myself. Lots of my friends say I do it pretty well too. Yeah, I can relate. I've seen a picture of her one time. I think I recognize her from the kids show, right? I was wondering if you were gonna ask something harder, like what season she hits her ultimate form or something. I actually used to binge shows like that, like every month or so. So you're not the only dog here, you know. Really? Huh, that's pretty cool. You know, there's not a ton of nerd cultures in the city. I want to assume. Honestly, seeing a girl just like Grinham Mom. One of the reasons I came over, talking about geek right on your sleeve. Honestly, you could probably pass it off as just a normal outfit, although a little colorful. Well, high cut. I liked how you adopted her out of the anime too. The outfit is totally what she wear. I know, right? That's what I was thinking. Well, that and I can't just go around my bare fur. Well, if that was the place for it, this would be it. Did you know they have a pool upstairs? She blushed deeply and hid her snout behind her soda. I'm totally not going around the pool just to show off the markings. Anyways, the purple dye goes all weird and stuff. What? Oh no, I meant like swimsuit or something. Though again, if there was a place for clothing, I guess it was the thing. That's an image I'd like to... Oh yeah, right. Well, I knew that. In interest of returning the compliment, you look great in the outfit too, by the way. I don't know if I have the nerve to try and pull off that's complicated with the dye, so kudos. Her letter. It's a little hard to tell if she's complimenting the TV show character or her outfit that had done it. I guess they're similar. How come you were wearing your costume to a club though? I don't think you find someone else. No, I do that all the time. I will wear a costume to the mall. I will wear a costume to Pizza Hut. I will wear a costume not at a Wendy's because I don't want my costume to smell like Wendy's, or at Petsco because I don't want my costume to smell like pets. But I also do the cosplay, and when I do, every once in a while, I just want to look extra fresh or extra nice, something flashy, something stylish, but fun at the same time. Anyways, back to your story. I know it was a surprise party. My actual birthday was last week, and I was experimenting with the fur dye to get the right pattern. My mom pretty much opened my door and told me, "Your friends are in the driveway waiting to pick you up." I wasn't going to go in my normal clothes while my dye was still fresh. You didn't have time to quickly change? Well, when I cosplay, I dye my fur pretty extensively. I didn't want to go through the troubles of trying to explain it to my friends, so I just went like this, where I could just pretend I was someone else. I think your friends would have known it's you in the outfit. I guess so, huh? Let's just say it made more sense to go full hog and wear the outfit to match, rather than just being Sky with yellow fur. I know it's kinda dumb, but it kinda helps sometimes to be in character, especially if there's a little cooler or more outgoing. But hey, it's been a good icebreaker with you so far. Cosplay makes you feel more comfortable, then do it as much as you want. I just hopefully don't feel like you need that. Thanks, Ro. You've been really sweet listening to me go on about myself. You seem like a great person, and I love you, but friends are gonna kill me if we go somewhere else to talk. They'll think I went off to sleep with someone. Want me to leave? No, but it's getting late, and I was getting ready to leave before you came over. I can't really leave my friends hanging out there sulking. I promise to drive them home later. You helped make the night at least a bit more fun, Robo. Thank you. Do you have an IM? Do you have AIM I can message you at? Jeez. Yo, back in the day though. So, little segue, but back in the day, I remember people be like, "Hey, you got a Yahoo Messenger? You got an AIM? You got a Skype or something that I can contact you at? I don't want to give you my number just in case you're a little wacky, or you're just kind of. I don't want you bugging me at 12 o'clock at night, or whatever. Not talking from experience, but not talking from experience. But in general, people. I remember people exchanging things like this before numbers just because they didn't want to. It's safer. You got to be safe on the internet. Do you have a Discord? A what? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me give you my noble instead. We'll trade instant messages later. Sky takes the receipt for the drink and quickly scrabbles on the back, smiling as she hands it over to me. I guess she beat me to asking for it. I must have made a good impression. How about we meet up again soon? Somewhere more quiet, hopefully. That's if you want to, of course. You don't have to call me. You just talk on Discord. Or something. Sometime. Thanks, Guy. I'll let you know when I'm free. I'm gonna go find my friends and tell them they can either come home with me now, or I'm gonna leave them here. This club is making me claustrophobic. Thanks again for chatting, Robo. I really enjoyed it. We'll have to talk more shopping about anime and gaming too, now that I know there's someone local who's into that stuff. Sky bounced out of her seat, quickly taking a quick sip of her drink before slipping outside of the booth. She gave me a quick hug around the shoulder and platonically but gratefully as she walked off into the crowd. Dancers held a little higher and tagged officially. She seemed nice, pretty nerdy, which I wasn't expecting for the club. I'll call her sometime. Okay. Call me maybe. I get the reference. Call me maybe. And you know what? Next time we'll check up on our brother. Next episode, we'll check up on him. diary. Save. I'm gonna go to the first lot. If I want to ever do this again with this character, I'll just go right here and I'll pick other people, you know? I'm gonna focus on some. But yeah.